Hello, Solara here. I'm here to give you a quick reading. I think I'm going to make this too long. Some of you are on the verge of a breakthrough. Some of you are on the verge of a breakthrough, and if you're feeling, you know, whether you're feeling like very strong energies of resistance coming up within and without right now, or whether they seem to just come out of nowhere, know that this is the energy we're in. Many of you are on the cusp of a breakthrough, and there's a lot of I don't know how to explain it. It's like a wave-like energy that comes in and out right now. And I feel like the reason is because the way I'm being shown it is that these energies do not have the ability to root and ground in your reality at this point. So they'll come in waves because they have to play themselves out. And it's like the more you stand in your power and you ground in your truth, the less they can actually affect you. But know that whatever it is that you are here to do, this is the area where you're going to be attacked, or where you're going to begin to doubt yourself, or question, or feel like you can't do it, or lack confidence, or when you go to do it, you find you have all of these interruptions and obstacles. Know that this is the energy of you about to break through to the other side on something big. Okay? Let's see what's going on here karmically. Because there's definitely, I've been getting a lot of, well, not a lot, but I've been getting downloads about blood magic right now. And this is nothing new in terms of what it is that these people tend to do. Past life nemesis, okay? Trying to keep you out of your north node. Keeping you out of your north node is their mission. So the blood magic isn't anything new, right? We know that these people go through to all kinds of extent, but the reason my guides were showing me this is because it's like this energy of desperation, right? So not only is it that they're utilizing blood magic, you got to understand the reason why. It's like they are moving deeper into like their ancient magic troves. And they already practice ancient magic, but I'm talking about like they're going deep, deep, deep to find certain magics that maybe they've never even worked with before, they haven't had to use it in a while. I don't know. But the point is that whatever it is that they're doing isn't working to the extent where they have to go deeper, right? And some of them are utilizing blood, which is never a good idea because that binds you. When you're doing magic, right, it can bind you to a work, right? So, and if you're doing a work that's not for you, that can be really dangerous, right? But it also shows how desperate they are that that's what they have to give up right now. And what I just heard was they have to give up their DNA for yours. So a lot of them are still on the hunt to get divine DNA. And understand and overstand, this isn't always physical. It's happening physically in a myriad of ways that I don't feel, I should be talking about on YouTube. But it also happens on a spiritual, on the astral, okay? What's also been coming in about that, though, right, is when we get downloads, and it's because we're ready for certain information, because we're protected, because we can go into those waters, okay? But what's being shown to me is that what these people don't get, because a lot of these people are still stuck in the old world. They want to keep the old world. They don't want ascension. This has been their job for a while, FYI, to literally just to stop ascension. Some of them are aware that's what they're doing. Others just think they have an issue with you or you have something they want. But ultimately, that's what they're trying to do. And you hold the DNA with all the activations. So if they cannot get you activated, or if they can control your activations, or if they feel like if they can take your activations for yourself, it's almost like either they can stop ascension, control ascension, or piggyback their way up the ascension ladder, which is not true. But the thing about these people that they don't recognize or know is that they may be very book smart. They may have learned rituals. They may have done these rituals. They may have experienced magic in all forms, ceremonial, chaos, astro magic, all manner, planetary, all manner of magic. And they may have had excellent results. But the problem now is because of the shift in energies, for one thing, the planet will not hold those frequencies anymore. It's like it will spit it out back at them, for one thing. And for another thing, even if they do get a bit of a foothold, it has to be through a divine being's woundedness. Those places where we haven't healed, those places where there is imbalance, those places where they can come in and bring towers with ease. Okay? Now, as we heal, that's becoming harder for them. What these people don't realize, this is a message that came through earlier, is that they have books full of magic and they practice magic, but you are magic. You are the magic that they've been using, literally. They may not want to recognize that, but not only are you the magic, but you also have the spirit of magic that they lack. You are connected to spirit and they aren't. When you're connected to spirit, you don't need books. You don't need books. You are always divinely guided and protected. And this is what many of them are learning now the hard way. But so many of them have done so much shit that even if they are waking up to this, they're still pushing. Because what else are they going to do at this point? Like, try their best to save whatever it is that they want to save, right? Let's see. So we already have past life nemesis. We have a karmic cousin. They sent this person to try and connect with your sacral energy for harnessing. This could be past or present energy. It could be coming up. You have a karmic cousin who is being used by a past life nemesis to connect to your sacral energy. When people are connecting with sacral energy, it's oftentimes just to put money blocks. Okay? All that they try to do, though, is being reversed. And for many of you, even if this karmic cousin is coming in, for as long as you are holding your frequency, holding your power, owning your truth, speaking your truth, there's not much they can do. Even if it attaches temporarily, it's not going to stay. Okay? They're wanting you to rush, to increase confusion and make a decision that doesn't benefit you. Slow down. So for some of you, they're trying to get you to act impulsively. And that, of course, is the energy of trying to make somebody ungrounded, so that they make a decision from that energy of not being grounded, not being balanced, because they know that then it's easier to attach things to the energy field to continue to perpetuate that. And it's also easier for you to manifest more ungroundedness, because that's the energy in which is the foundation for whatever decision you're making, if that makes sense. In other words, whatever energy you're in when you make a decision is sometimes more important than the actual decision. Okay? Because how you feel in the energy is kind of how it's going to play out, because that's how the energy field works. What you think and combined with a strong emotion is what you create. And they know this. Subliminal programming. Some of you have been under some kind of MK programming. I haven't been showing you guys these cards. Let me show you. Past life nemesis. Okay. Karmic cousin. For a recap. They sent this person to try to connect with your sacral for energy harnessing. All that they tried to do is being reversed. Reversed. Wanting you to rush to increase confusion and make a decision that doesn't benefit you. Slow down. No impulsive decisions. If people have to wait for you, they're going to wait for you. Nothing's going to happen in the time they wait. They're going to make you feel like something's going to happen in the time that they have to wait for you. No, nothing's going to happen. Don't buy that illusion. Subliminal programming, MK. So this is, a lot of this is coming up right now because again, the energies of the planet can no longer hold on to some of these frequencies, so they have to come up. The more the sun, the solar flare activity hits the planet, the more that the vibration is raised, the more we heal, the more the vibration is raised. The more the vibration is raised through all of this, the more that certain lower vibration energies that have had such a strong hold on us, they're not able to be stable in their rootedness anymore. This is why all this stuff is coming up now. It's coming up for us to see, because it can't stay where it was anymore. It literally cannot be supported in that context. Okay? Mad because you peeped their game. They're mad because you know what they're up to. You know what time it is. The web they spun to snare you is now their own fucking trap. Oh yes. Your path is clear. Your path is clear. So, like I said to you, you are on the cusp of breaking through. Anything that you are feeling like is in your way is there to cause the illusion of blockages right now. And that's not to say that you don't do your cleansing and your clearing, but that is to say that sometimes the cleansing and the clearing is simply like saying, fuck off. And it has to go because it's not even that grounded in your reality anymore. Like, these people are really trying to play on the person that you were once upon a time. They don't know who you are. They don't even know that some of you aren't even the same person you were yesterday or Friday. They have no idea. They're always banking on trying to attach to the energies of the woundedness that you had before. But if you're constantly healing, if you're constantly growing, if you're constantly alchemizing, there's nothing for them to attach to. Let's see. Glamour magic. Glamour magic. We got a karmic uncle involved also. Glamour magic. Trying to cast illusions over you in terms of how you see yourself. Causing you to doubt yourself. Causing you to have self-image issues. That's the glamour magic. Causing things that belong to you to be redirected to them. Using your energy, also, this is another one, using your energy to mask them, to clothe them in your energy. You've got to realize and recognize you've got some potent, powerful magnetic energy. If it hasn't been working for you, then what's going on? Do you have that energy? Is it yours? It's yours. Is it activated? Is it under your command? Or is it under someone else's command? Because this is the kind of crazy shit these people have been doing in order to save face and elongate timelines and keep people in lower timelines and stuck. Rest and dreams are portals to healing and deep revelation. Your guides want to reach you in sleep. Do not resist. Some of you might be having issues with accessing your dreams. Some of you might be having issues with insomnia, staying asleep. Your whole sleep schedule may have changed. Know that that's because your guides are wanting to contact you in your dreams, and these energies are trying to interfere with that. It's again trying to cause confusion and delay. So again, I'm going to say, you command your own energy. You don't let anyone else command your own energy. So to that extent, you take authority over your dream space. You take authority over your sleep. You call in your protection and your guides to help to ground your energy, to help to stabilize you, to help to clear you of all of this shit. Because there are messages that want to come through in your dreams, and this is what they're trying to prevent. And for some of you, what's coming in also is that you're breaking through into a new cycle, but there's a breakthrough coming. For some of you, there's a breakthrough coming, and they don't want you breaking through. It's like if you break through, it's almost like this energy of like with football, when you clear the, I don't know anything about football, but you know when you throw the ball and you clear something, right? You know, when you clear something. It's like they don't want you to get that clearance, because if you get that clearance, if you break through onto the other side of this is such a huge, this has been such a huge blockage in your life that if you get through to the other side, there's no going back. There's no possibility even. Every possibility that they thought they had of keeping you trapped in a lower timeline or keeping you stuck in a karmic cycle with them, it's done. I mean, technically it already pretty much is done, but this is like, it's like the grand conclusion and closing of this energy, and they don't want you to get there, or they want to delay you from getting there, right? Okay, so well, here we go now. This person is part of a secret society that harvests souls and harnesses energy, okay? So whatever it is that they were doing to you, it's because they were harnessing your sacral energy. You might very well be a divine feminine. This is often the stuff that goes on with divine feminines, but it's not exclusive to divine feminines. But understand that divine feminines have been placed here. We've all got our role to play in ascension for as long as we are part of the ascension process. But even the people who are choosing not to ascend, they have their role to play. They're here to help to push us deeper into our healing too. So everyone has their role to play in ascension, but divine feminines have the codes that are here to usher back in the feminine principle of God here on earth. And it's the feminine energy, it's the womb energy, it's the sacral energy, whether you're a man or a woman, that is attached to your abundance, that's attached to your money, that's attached to your ability to create in the world and prosper. And so this is what they've been tapping into in order to harness. Secret society that harvests souls. Yeah, so when I say harvest souls here, my guides have shown me some of this. I haven't gotten the full picture of exactly how all of this works, but I'll tell you the parts that they've shown me. So your soul is what holds your collective memory of your experiences, right? Now, when you go through trauma, you can go through, like they call it in psychology, like dissociation, right? When you begin to leave your body a little bit in order to cope. And some people like leave their bodies like for good. And I don't mean like they're not like in their bodies. I just mean that they're no longer in union. That's what I should say, in union. They're not whole. All of their bodies are not working together in cohesion. That's what happens in trauma. It causes splits. And we call this soul fragmentation. So you may have heard about like soul retrieval. What you're doing when you're retrieving your soul, you're retrieving lost parts of self that you have either given your power away to other people and situations through acts of self-betrayal, or other people have taken it in order to, in this situation, do what it is that they do, you know? And so it can happen in a myriad of ways, like through glamour magic, through trying to get you stuck in lower timelines, so you're repeating certain energies that keep you fragmented, keep you out of your wholeness. Yeah. You're being called to work with the element of fire, clearance, protection, reverence, and ritual. So you work with fire to clear. You can work with fire to protect. You can literally work with candles, you know, light candles for protection, to call in your protection, to clear, to return to sender, all of that stuff. But you can also work with the fire elementals and the element of fire as your guide to show you, because there are all manners of fire. There's physical fire and there's different calibers of spiritual fires too. So either way, you're being called to work with those. In order to call in more protection and in order to continually clear these energies, because the point of these energies is like, it's like when you're slinging mud at a person, like, or a thing. It's like it's going to keep on getting, if you don't clear it and clean it, like if you're driving a car and you're driving through a really muddy, wet place and, you know, you're speeding through and there's lots of wet, muddy puddles. If your windscreen keeps getting splashed with mud, you're not going to be able to see. And this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to throw these energies that, you know, for all intensive purposes, they're invisible. You can feel them, you can sense them, sometimes you can even smell them, and sometimes you can hear them, but for all intensive purposes, they're invisible. And so they're relying on the fact that you don't see anything happening physically for you to believe that these are things that are you, okay? So that you don't clear the windscreen of the mud and be like, oh no, this is mud, let me get rid of it. So be aware of that, because if they can get you thinking certain things about yourself that really they're projecting onto you, that's where they can cause delay in you moving forward. Because ultimately, whatever it is they're trying to do to stop you breaking through, it is only going to cause a delay for as long as you believe it. And that's the truth. It's like, if they're trying to tell you, oh, you're crap, you can never do this, you know, you can never step into your divine calling, and you allow that to magnify in your reality by believing it, you know, then that's what you're going to manifest, because that's how powerful you are. That's what you're going to create, rather, because that's how powerful you are. But if they send you that message and you say, oh, well, you know, I do have my own doubts about myself. You know, I am a divine being, but I'm also living in a human experience. But I have belief. I have faith in myself. I have faith in my divine power. I have faith in my divine assignment. I have faith in the divine for giving it to me. And you like have to sometimes give yourself a pep talk to remind yourself who the fuck you are, because at every turn, they're trying to get this energy into you that makes you forget everything it is that you've done in order to recover your truth, okay? They want your frequency to harvest, not to heal. So be aware of that, especially with this karmic cousin card coming out. It's that they're, even if they seem to come and seem interested in your path and what it is you're doing and your journey and all of that, it's really they want your energy. They're just wanting your energy. There's no desire to utilize that energy in the way that you're intending for it, which is to help them. They're just coming in to kind of be like a vampire, a parasite. Okay? Let's get some herbal guidance for you. And I can tell you, one of the best things you can do when when these energies come in and try to tell you that you're something that you know you aren't anymore. And in all frankness, it's not that you're something that you're not anymore. The reality is you never were. That wounded, broken person wasn't even you. That was the result of a lot of, you know, fucked up, imbalanced energies. That wasn't even you, you know? But every time they want to try and make you feel like that is you, is sometimes when you go harder. It's sometimes when you go harder and you do the very thing that they're telling you can't. It's like we have to really learn the balance between taking a step back and like nourishing self and being in divine feminine energy, and healing and all of that. And then we have to learn when we've got to like push through whatever barrier that they're putting up by just being like a little bit aggressive with our own energy. And this is what I feel many of us are being called to do, because literally there's a breakthrough coming through. There is a breakthrough. Here we go again. We have rue and we have black mustard seed and garlic. Oh my gosh. Very, very strong, like blocking, return to sender, very strong energies, black mustard seed. Very strong breaking, black magic. At the bottom we've got garlic, breaking, vampiric energies, protective. So at the bottom of the deck we have garlic. So this is all about removing hexes, getting rid of vampires, blocks placed by magic. Okay, so you can use garlic in a myriad of ways. You can even, you know, when you're eating it, you know, like food, herbs, plants, even when they're dry, they still hold on to, in some cases, their vital life force, but also, more importantly, the spirit of the plant is still there. So sometimes when you don't even have a herb or you don't have a specific crystal, you can work with the spirit of that plant or mineral or animal. You don't have to always have the physical article on hand. But if you have the physical article on hand and if you're cooking with it, you may as well call in protection and ask the garlic to assist in removing vampiric energies, parasitic energies, those that would want to come and suck and attach and take from your divine truth. Okay? Protection, yeah. It's great for protecting also. Rue. So again, removal of malefic and negative entities. So this is again like the analogy I was saying about the car with the mudslinging. This is all about clearing your windscreen so you can see clearly to move ahead with greater speed, really is what it is. Cleansing and protection, defensive magic, also uncrossing. Rue is good for uncrossing. So also, we've got to know that some of the ways we think ourselves and the way we feel are cause our own blockages, and it doesn't. And sometimes it's in response to other people's projections, and sometimes it's still the wounds that we're carrying within ourselves. So we also have to clear ourselves of those energies and deal with the root problem of the conditioning that's produced that kind of thinking and feeling about self. Okay, yeah, black mustard seeds, clearance of confusion spells. Yeah, these energies want to keep you confused about who you are. That's really what it is. Removal of invasive energies. Yeah, they want to push upon your energy and like try to command it. So black mustard seed is good for moving that. And again, protection specifically from energies that are trying to interfere or cross boundaries into your truth and your reality. So yeah, and return to sender also. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this reading was helpful and insightful. If it was, please make sure to hit the like button. I welcome you to subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome to my new subscribers. You are so welcome here. Welcome if you've made your way from TikTok. What else? My information is all below. You know, if you would like to donate to the channel or to the work I do, then the information for that is there too. If you would like to work with me one-to-one, or you just like to learn more about who I am and what I do and how I am here to serve the Divine Collective at this point of ascension, then you can check me out on my website. And if you would like to become a part of my members portal, which is on Instagram, where I do daily channeled messages 5 days a week, daily channeled written messages, then you know, hit me up about that too. All of that information though is on my site, as well as some examples of the messages that get posted on the daily. So anyway, I wish you guys the best. Have a wonderful week, day. Until next time, be well.